Ready for a barbecue. A little sinuses today. Forgive me. Forgive me. Got some steak, got some pork chops, hamburgers, hot dogs. Ma, don't forget about it. Have a nice big barbecue. Have a little fun with the fam. Probably maybe drive up to LBI. We'll see a little later. But we're having a great summer. The thing is with this live stream is I'm trying to change people's thinking. Man, my sinuses suck today. Something with allergies today. Jeez. I think it's the pollen. Freaking, I hate pollen, man. You see it on the car, forget about it. I hate pollen, but what are you going to do? It is what it is. Mother Nature. There's people going through a lot worse. My heart goes out to them. It's Saratoga, Florida, with the flooding. Oh my God, it was so sad. I saw this poor woman. She had to take a boat to go just to get to her house. That's how bad the flooding was. She had to take a boat to get to her house to get some stuff out of there. So God bless them. My heart goes out to them. I could deal with a little pollen, no big deal. I'm a tough guy. But what they're dealing with, you really got to be tough. You got to be really, really tough. God bless them and their families. I pray for them every night. And, you know, there's always somebody, remember, when you think you got it tough and you're having a bad day, there's somebody out there having a worse one. And remember that, always be thankful for what you have in life. But at the same time, you got to be educated. You got to be educated because I look at people in this world who are really, really successful. And I really just think that the difference is sometimes they know things we don't know. It's called education. You are the only person here. But remember, after I finish this live stream, I normally get, anywhere between 300, 500 views. So people tend to watch my live show because I don't plan them. I don't organize them. I just do it spontaneously right on the spot. And, people come later and they watch it later. But with that said, since you're the only one here, I'll do something special for you. Do a little Apefather piano bar. Oh, the big, I don't know if you saw that big space call with Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Got 1 billion views. It set records. Set records. So I'm going to do my Trump song. This is the V for Victory. Fist in the air. Fight song. We don't want that pipe organ sound. Let me change that. But that's cool too, that pipe organ sound, right? Is that a cool sound? Oh! My phone just went flying there. That pipe organ sound is kind of cool, right? Oh! Let's do the King Donnie song. Donald Trump, baby. Sounds like Scarface, right? Angie. Trump 2024. Let's go. Oh! That's the Donald Trump fist in the air fight song. That music, that will, dem rats. Yeah, I hate those effing dem rats. I hate them, man. Sunshiny day. I could play any song, but I would need the sheet music. I apologize. I don't know music by heart, but I could play anything. If I have the sheet music in front of me, I can sight read it in 1 second. I can play any classical song. I can play any rock song, any pop song, any jazz song. But, I don't know music by heart. I'm really typically a songwriter. That's the thing with me. I'm a songwriter. I like to write music. Did you ever hear my song called Ambition? Apefather is going to have his own movie one day. I don't know if all of you know this. It's going to be happening very soon. And the point of the movie is retail being in control. This is what the point is, not being controlled, being in control. You understand? That's why these guys are so successful, all these people, because they're the ones in the driver's seat. Remember, you gotta watch this movie, Meyer Lansky, okay? With Harvey Keitel, from Reservoir Dogs. Pulp Fiction, he was Wolf, he was Wolf. You gotta watch Meyer Lansky at the beginning of the movie. Those who control the dice win. You understand? So I wrote this song. It's called Ambition. I'll show it to you really quick. Tell me what you think of this one. It's gonna be in my movie one day called Ambition. All right, we'll do some talking now. Go Trump, baby. I remember a long time ago, people were telling me, Apefather. Again, I'm not giving any financial advice. You know this, right? Everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. They're like, Apefather, I missed my chance to get into DJT in the low 20 range. This is what they were all saying to me. They're like, I'm so stupid. I'm such an idiot. Well, just to bring it up to everyone's attention, DJT is currently in the low 20 range right now. All right, which I think is a very low price for DJT. Again, I'm not telling you to buy it. That's not what I do. Okay, I just want to be perfectly clear. I am not an effing financial advisor. Do I look like a financial advisor to you? I can't. It's like, what the problem is with social media is like everything you say, every word that comes out of your mouth is taken so effing literally that it's like you can't even speak. We're supposed to have freedom of speech in our country. You can't speak. Everything you say, like, are you telling me to buy DJT? No, I'm not. But do I have the right to my opinion? I do, right? I don't we all have the right to an opinion? Okay, my opinion, Donald Trump is going to win. Moscow. Hello, Moscow. That's amazing. Russia. Is it cold out there? When I think of Moscow, like, right, I think of the movie Rocky 4. See, you have to understand because that's just I've never been to Russia. I've never been to Moscow. So in the movie Rocky 4, they portray it as it's freezing out there. It's like really, really cold. It's not cold, right? But that's just how we picture Paulie falling into like the snow, then it had the Chipmunks music on. Da, 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 da. Time for work and time for vodka. La, 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 That's just how I picture Moscow. I don't know why. And you know what's funny? I'll make you laugh with that same ideology. There was a time I lived in Pittsburgh for a very short period of time. Okay, my wife worked in the World Trade Center during the 9/11 attacks. She missed it. She worked at 2 World Trade Center. She was about to walk into the building as it collapsed. Isn't that crazy? She missed it. She saved her life by a matter of seconds. Okay, now check this out. So she said to me, let's move to Pittsburgh. She just had it with New York. It was like too much craziness going on. She had some family out there. I'm like, I'm a New Yorker. You have to understand, I'm a New Yorker, right? So I go to Pittsburgh, kind of like the movie. I don't know if you ever saw My Cousin Vinny with Joe Pesci. I had a white Mercedes at the time. So I'm blasting like freestyle music. I'm blasting like George Lamont or something. I pull up, I got the gold chain, the cross, everything, right? They thought I was in the mafia. Everyone on my block was like, this guy's in the witness protection program. People started bringing me like cakes. I didn't understand what was going on, right? People were knocking on my door. They were like, "Hey, this is a tribute to you." I'm like, what are you talking about? They bring cookies, cakes, everything. They thought I was in the mafia. So the point is, getting back to what I was saying, that's the way people look at people from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Thank you, Daniel. That's the way people look at people from Brooklyn. Like if you're not from Brooklyn, if you're from like even not even like another country. See, people think like, oh, you have to be from like Paris or France or something. No, you could be from like Pittsburgh. You could be in the United States of America, but people definitely in like Tennessee in the South, they look at all of us like we're gangsters. Like all you have to tell somebody is I'm from Brooklyn, and they'll be like, "You're from Brooklyn?" Be like, "What family are you with?" I'm like the Lavoie family, my family. That's my name, Richie Lavoie. It's really in Sicily. My name was really Lavoiani in Sicily. But when my ancestors came to America, Ellis Island, they changed it to Lavoie to get in. You're very entertaining. Thank you. So anyway, it's similar here in Russia. People even look completely different in different regions. There's different accents. You want to hear something really funny? I'll make you laugh. When I was a young kid, I went to Italy. Okay. And I mean, not that young, man. I was like 13, 14 years old. I went to Florence. I went to Rome. I saw the Vatican, everything, right? And I was shocked because I never been to Italy. I never been to Europe. And I was shocked that women, and I don't know if it's still the same way now, but when I was there, women were either super gorgeous or butt ugly. I'm talking about like so ugly that like you would throw up just by the sight of them. Like there's something about European women. I don't know if it's like this anywhere in the world, but it's attractive to be hairy. See, now I'm hairy. Listen to me. I am an Italian and I am a gorilla. I have more hair on my body than most gorillas do. But I'm a man. You understand? Listen to me, right? I have more hair on my body than most gorillas. But a woman shouldn't have hair like on their body, right? Like I actually met a woman in Italy that had more hair than I did. She had like friggin' hairs all on her. There was stacks of hair on her underarms. She had hair all over her chest. I'm assuming she had hair everywhere else. So women in Europe are very effing hairy, man. Been to Italy in 2018. Crazy amounts of migrants now. Oh, forgot about it. Oh, don't we know about that? It's the truth. It's not offensive. Listen, I speak the truth. If someone said to me, that I look like a friggin' meatball, I don't get insulted by it. You know what I mean? It's the truth. Why people have to get, listen, I'm not talking about a little bit of hair. Like my father, he chose this to stay in a convent. Don't ask me why. Like I didn't know this, but apparently when you take vacations, typically you go to a hotel, right? My father got a deal. We were staying at a convent when I was in Italy. I was with the nuns. Now there was this nun, very nice lady. She came up, Ricci, she como sta, como sta. She said, Ricci, lo vino. She brought me wine. She brought me the bread and butter. But she always wanted to kiss me on my cheek, like that's what the Italians do. Good morning, buongiorno, buongiorno, they kiss you. They kiss you on the left side, they kiss you on the right cheek. The problem is that this nun had more hair on her face than me. Now, I'm not trying to be mean. she, this nun had a beard. I thought it was a man. I asked my father, is that a priest? Is that a priest? He's like, no. She's like, shut up. That's a nun. That's nun. She had like so much hair. Listen, my son's teeth are going to be great though, okay? Because I got my son, I got him $10,000, the best braces that money can buy. I never, my parents didn't get me braces. So yeah, over here, my teeth, you see, this tooth is pushed in and that tooth is pushed in. What do you want from me? It is what it is. I'm not embarrassed by it. SM, I'm trying to make you understand these women had more hair than me. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? I don't think you understand. They had more hair on their body and more hair on their face than I did. I'll tell you a funny story since we're talking about this. You want to hear a funny story? Okay. So before I met Jennifer, when I was single, this is like I was probably 19 at the time, right? My buddy John in Brooklyn, right? I met this girl. It's funny. She was from the Jersey Shore. I live in the Jersey Shore now. At the time, I lived in Brooklyn, right? This girl was gorgeous, man. This girl was like a freaking model. I mean, my God, was this girl hot, right? So obviously, I wanted to get with this girl. But the only way I could get with this girl, she was Italian. She's like, no, you understand. She goes, I got a best friend. She goes, you have a friend? She goes, maybe your friend could go out with my friend and I'll go out with you. It was like out of that movie. It was like out of the movie Goodfellas with Joe Pesci, and Ray Liotta. Remember when Joe Pesci met the girl? But Ray Liotta had to come, and meet the friend Karen, which turns out they got married, but it was the same exact situation, right? So anyway, I meet this girl, friggin' beautiful, gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. Her friend, butt ugly, right? But like I'm talking about hair. The girl, once again, she had hair on her face. She had like haircut like me. She had hairs coming out of her nose. Like again, I'm a man, right? So my friend was forced to like kind of go with this girl, you know what I mean? Do what he had to do so I could get with the other girl. But now here's where it gets very interesting. Okay, I got to watch what I say on YouTube here. He's making out with the girl, right? He's kissing her. Next thing you know, the girl she takes off her shirt. So now my friend's like, okay, look, I'll go with this, whatever, right? He goes down, you understand? And she's got hair all over, where. I can't say it on YouTube because they're gonna kick me off. Let's just say it was a friggin' bush of hair. That was it for my friend. He threw up. He said, he goes, Rich, he goes, he goes, this is the same friend I went to hedonism with, by the way. I don't know if you heard the hedonism story. I got to tell you that story next. But he told me, Rich, I can't do it. I've had it, bro. He goes, that's it. He goes, look, you're on your own. He goes, he threw up, ran out of there. And so that was that. But this was the same friend when, again, I was 19. Okay, this is when I was young, maybe a little younger, 18. We had girlfriends at the time. This was before my wife again. This was a girlfriend I had, Jackie. And my friend John, he goes, bro, we got to go to hedonism, man. We got to go to Jamaica, man. He goes, old nude resort. It was all nude. I was like, I'm in. Let's go. I'll give a shit, right? So the problem is we had to lie to our girlfriends. We couldn't tell them we're going to hedonism, right? So we told them we're going to Breezes. Breezes, this is in Negril, Jamaica. Breezes is like a family resort. You understand? So whatever. See, I didn't know my friends is Stunad. In Italian, Stunad means you're not playing with a 52 deck of cards. His girlfriend was a travel agent. Can you believe this? His girlfriend. He forgets to mention to me that his friggin' girlfriend is a friggin' travel agent. So she starts to call every hotel in the grill. Is Richie Lavoie and John, there. I can't say his last name. Long story short, they find out that we're in hedonism, right? So there was this guy, Maurice. Okay, Maurice, he's Jamaican. He was at the front desk, Richie, man. He goes, bad news, man. News from America. I say, what is it? He goes, it's over, man. It's over, man. Jackie and Tanella find out you're in hedonism. He had that like Eddie Murphy laugh. It's over, man. So anyway, that brings me to I got to make this song a hit song. Can you all help me? Can you help me make this a hit song? I think this is the greatest song in the world. And isn't that a funny story? I don't understand why I can't make this a hit song. So these guys in Jamaica were musicians. Maurice was a bass player and Lionel was a drummer, right? So I came up with this groove. This is after my girlfriend broke up with me. She's like, I said, it's over, man. I came up with this groove. So the guy Maurice is playing the bass. It's like this. He starts singing. He's like, E-A-O, E-A-O, la-di-da-da-da-da-di-da, E-A-O, E-A-O, la-di-da-da-da-da-di-da. I was like, I love it. This is great, you know? So I saw doing it. I'm like, E-A-O, E-A-O, la-di-da-da-da-da-di-da, E-A-O, E-A-O, la-di-da-da-da-da-di-da. So anyway, the song, the lyrics was called People Change. So the point of the song is that I don't understand. People could change the color of their effing hair, right? Make a statement. They could change their address. They could change their names. They could change everything, right? They could change everything. Their freaking diet. Why do you have to change the way you feel about me? Okay, I understand why. It's because I went to an old nude resort hedonism. But anyway, it's called People Change. I'll show it to you. 2, 3, 4. E-A-O. E-A-O. La-di-da-da-da-da-di-da. Some people change the color of their hair. Maybe start a new look. Some people change their jobs, like turning pages in a book. None of this surprises me at all. I accept the world for what it is. But why did you have to change the way you feel for me? It all happened so suddenly. And I tell you, don't worry, I'll be alright. But I no longer sleep at night. After everything we have been through, it seems so strange. Guess the answer is people change. E-A-O, E-A-O, la-di-da-da-da-da-di-da. Some people change their names. Maybe it's just a statement. Some people change the place that they live, looking for something different. None of this surprises me at all. I accept the world for what it is. But why did you have to change the way you feel for me? It all happened so suddenly. And I tell you, don't worry, I'll be alright. But I no longer sleep at night. Anyway, I'm not going to do the whole song. You get the point of it. That's called People Change. Caribbean man. Caribbean style man. Anyway, let's get back here to what we were talking about. DJT. What's up, Agent 59? You got a promotion, I get. You went from, what was it, 39 to 59? Anyway, DJT currently at very low prices. Very, very low prices, 23. Again, I am not giving financial advice. By the way, if you don't know what DJT stands for, Donald John Trump. If you don't know, just that's the ticker symbols. Donald John Trump. Okay. I mean, to me, this isn't rocket science. Like a lot of times stocks, listen to me, a lot of times stocks are very hard to predict. Wouldn't you agree? Like, wouldn't you agree that like it's very hard to predict a winner? But I got you. What's up there, Back to the Future? Back to the Future, I just want to tell you, I don't know if you noticed the low prices at DJT. Again, I'm not giving financial advice, not financial advice, entertainment purposes only. But to me, this is like a golden opportunity because a lot of people were saying to me a long time ago, they're like, Apefather, I wish I could have got into DJT at these low prices. I blew it. I missed my opportunity. I missed it. Well, it's at the low 20s again. Again, I got to watch what I say. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm a cheerleader, okay? You got to do what's best for you. You got to do your own homework. But these are really, really ridiculous low prices. Ridiculous low prices. Now, normally a stock is pretty hard to predict. I don't think this is a hard one to predict. I think Trump's winning, man. I mean, you really think Kamala Harris is going to win? I don't think there's a shot. I don't think there's a chance. Plus, Trump has got, yeah, it might even go lower. You're right, Back to the Future. Back to the Future has made a very good point. It might even potentially go lower to 23. But I even think that 23 is pretty low. I got to tell you. To me, I actually started talking about it and got involved at 60 Back to the Future. Ooh. But that's when it was D-Walk. But anyway, we'll leave that for another conversation. 23, 20, I think it's all low prices. You don't want to be too greedy. Sometimes people are like, I remember this guy as a friend of mine was a psycho. Like he had to get in at the absolute lowest level. Like if a stock was like $21, he'll be like, I'm getting it at 20. I'm like, it's like get it at 21. No, 20. He goes, 20.50. I'll get in at 20.50. I'm like, okay. Look, if Trump wins, which I believe he will, and become the 47th president of the United States of America, I can't see how DJT can't go to at least 200, if not potentially higher, right? Again, it's not financial advice. You're like that too, right? You got to get at the absolute lowest price. But you have to ask yourself, what do you believe it's going to do? Do you believe it will go to at least 100 if he wins? So what's the difference of getting in at 23 or 20? Like if you think it's going to 100, right? Anyway, whatever, it's up to you. You got to make your own decisions. Detective Pikachu is limited now to his content on X. He can't, like, every time he posts something that's about children and pornographic, they shut down not one of his accounts. Let me be clear, two. They shut down two of his accounts. So obviously now they're going to just keep shutting him down if he does that. You know what I mean? And plus another thing they're doing is that they're hiding the content. So it's fine. No, I'm telling you, his two accounts got shut down. He has this like third account right now. So anyway, who cares? The guy's a loser. The guy's wasting his time. You think this shit bothers me? The guy's a loser. Like anybody who posts things about children, this is what people see. Like for people who don't know, there are these haters online, right? They hate me. So they know there's nothing they can do to embarrass me. There's really nothing you could do to embarrass me. I don't give a shit. I don't give a rat's ass about public humiliation. That's the thing I find that's so funny about people care so much about public humiliation. Not me. I would embrace it. I wish I could do something in a way that would garnish like so much attention that I would just become a superstar. Like my videos will start getting like 1 billion views or some shit. I don't care about public humiliation. People care so much about public humiliation. Who cares? Who cares? Nobody gives a shit about you. Can I tell you all something in this world? Nobody. Who's putting food on your table, right? Who cares if you live or if you die? Nobody cares. But yet everybody cares about other people's opinions of them. I don't give a shit what people think about me. Go F yourselves, Okay. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you love me. I really don't care. At the end of the day, it's look, I'm a YouTuber, nothing personal, I'm here to be an entertainer. I can't please everybody. I don't care. Guys, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Listen to me very carefully. Let's say I became the most hated man in the world. Ball breaker, I'm talking specifically to you. I was more hated than Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay. I was more hated than friggin' anybody, Ted Bundy. Okay. I was more hated than Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. I was more hated. But here's the thing. I got like 100 billion views and I'm making millions and I'm a success. Brother, I'm laughing to the bank. I'll tell everybody, look, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you I'm going to be a serial killer or anything like that. I'm not saying that because I know all of you people are going to say, what do you mean? Are you saying you're going to become like Jeffrey Dahmer? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if I was hated, I would never do anything like that. Never. I'm not into eating people. You know what I mean? The meat I eat is typically, hamburgers and shit. It's steaks. Can't live your life worrying about other people as long as you have a good heart. I do have a good card, and I noticed that your channel is called Compassion for Innocent Animals. I love animals. I'm a big animal lover, and I would love in my life to continue to rescue animals and help animals in need. Okay, that's another thing I would love to do in my life. When we become more successful. When I say we, mean my wife, my family. Um, I would love to help animals. Well, gold at 2,500 is only a testament that Apefather was right again. Okay, Antonio Miranda here. Antonio Miranda, you know, can't doubt that I was right about gold. Okay, I was right about gold, but of course he's not going to give me any credit, and it's fine. That's another winning call. That's another winning. Can I tell you guys something? I'm right more than I'm wrong. DJT guys, it went to 80 DWAC. See, you know what it is with you people? It's so strange. When it comes to Lou, may he rest in peace, right? This is your argument, right? I don't understand this argument. I don't understand your argument. So Lou will call GTII, right? And it'll go up like 10x, right? So, but then you all realize that GTII went to the bottom of the ocean. All of you know this, right? All of you know that that thing tanked, right? But for some reason, all you talk about is how it did the 10x or 11x, right? That's all you talk about. You don't talk about the fact that it tanked. You don't you leave the part out that it tanked. You're like, let's leave that part out. But for some reason, when it comes to me, it's the opposite logic. So in other words, I called DWAC at 14, right? It was 16, I'm sorry. I called DWAC at 16. It went to 80. So according to your logic, I'm a winner. Right? Then it went back down to the 20s. Then it shot back up to the 50s. Now it's back down to the low 20s again. And also, we've only just begun. We've only just begun to rise. Surprise. November 5th, mother effers. Let's see what happens November 5th. You want to hear something? Elon Musk had a worse hairline than mine. If you go back and watch Elon when he was like younger and he was starting off, he was completely bald. I have more hair on my head than Elon did. Just to give you a heads up. Now Elon, of course, being the world's richest man, has a wonderful set of hair. It's not real, but look back on the early videos of Elon. Because I don't mind looking this way. It's not that I'm poor. James Gandolfini looked this way. Tony Soprano looked this way. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't guys, I don't think you understand. I don't care too much about my appearance. I don't know. Maybe you didn't notice that. I don't really give a shit. you guys. Look, why do I care? Okay, you think I look like a creep, right? I have a wife. I have children. I have a family. Why do I care about you? Who are you to me? Listen to me. You're some stalker. You're some internet troll. You're some loser. Okay, like I love it how you people think I care about your opinions. I don't care about your opinions. I was drunk that day, ball breaker. That's it. It's over. We were all drunk once in our life, and we all did stupid shit, and we all said stupid shit once in our life. You look like a hard-boiled egg, nice from Jersey. The bar video is the evidence that I was drunk. I was drunk. I was polluted. I didn't mean anything I said on that video. I didn't mean anything I said. Nothing. I didn't mean anything I said about Ken Griffin. I didn't mean it. Okay, I have no intention of doing anything to Ken Griffin. I was angry. I was angry. I lost 250,000 on paper in the stock market. I was pissed at AMC. I was drunk. I didn't mean anything I said about my wife or women, or I was just drunk. That's it. Anyway, we're completely missing the whole point of this live stream because of these haters. Oh my God. Look, let me tell you what I'm going to do with my life, okay? Let me tell you what I'm going to do. Now, again, this is only me. This has nothing to do with you. This is me, okay? I am going to become a very successful YouTuber. It's going to happen very, very soon, sooner than all of you think. I'm already pushing 15 billion views, okay? Before you know it, I'll be into billions, okay? Irish Republic Catholic, I'm worth $3 million. How about you? How you doing in your life? How you doing in your life? Right now, I could take out, right now, if I wanted to, I could take 1.5 million in cash out, okay? But I won't do it because it's for my children, Okay. But if I wanted to right now, I could put a stack, okay, of $10,000 bills. Elizabeth, a stack of 10,000. You understand? You have no idea. I could put 150 of them, 150 stacks. What is great? Being worth $3 million. How about you, Solitaire? that's that's great. But guys, you can say whatever you want. I'm sitting here in a $600,000 house. It's all good. You could have whatever opinions you want of me. It doesn't matter to me. It's all good. It's all good. You could have anything. You could feel anything you want. You could have any opinion. It doesn't change the reality. It doesn't change the reality. No. It's 600,000. Okay, you're looking at like the tax assessment. That's not what people are willing to pay. That is not what people are willing to pay for the property. The tax assessment is something completely different. I love you too, Joy Toy. Pikachu didn't get under my skin. It does. It's just he's an idiot. Why do you see? This is what I'm saying. So I guess you condone people, right, making pornographic pictures of minors, ball breaker, like with all your morals, right? You have all these morals, of what's right and wrong. All you do all day is talk to me about what's right and what's wrong. But apparently, you are an advocate. You are an advocate of taking minors, pictures of minors, and photoshopping them in a pornographic way. You believe that that's correct, right? Crazy. Detective Pikachu, you're a lowlife. Anyway, DJT. DJT is at very, very low prices. And I do believe come November 5th that Donald Trump will be the 47th president of the United States of America. See, Detective Pikachu gets very angry when I talk this way because he thinks like I'm giving financial advice. Even though, listen to me, Detective Pikachu, I say it once, I say it twice, I say it a million times. I am not a financial planner. Do you hear me speaking, Detective Pikachu? I do not give financial advice. See, this is the parts when you put little clips on me on X. You don't put this part. He only puts this part. This is the part that Detective Pikachu will put on X. He'll say, I feel if Donald Trump becomes the president November 5th, DJT could become the next HKD. So he puts that clip on X. But he leaves out the part where I say I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. I am not telling you to buy DJT, and you have to do your own homework and your own due diligence. You should never say anything about kids, right? Kids should always be off limits. No, I don't want people to donate to me. I don't even know how to say this guy's name. Cab. What's up, Rossi? Okay. I don't want people to donate to me, okay? If people choose to give me super chats, that's of their own prerogative. It's like the Bobby Brown song. It's your prerogative if people choose to give you super chats. That's just a tip for entertainment purposes only. As far as any of my ideas, I mention it that I am not asking for any money. There is no solicitation of no investments. It's for educational purposes only. I tell people this all the time. It is for educational purposes only. Okay. And entertainment. I'm just trying to make people. So let me get back to what I want to do in my life. Look, I've come to realize something by watching a lot of rich people in this world. Okay. By watching a lot of rich people. What most rich people do is the following: their first priorities in their life, believe it or not, is not anything that is risky. See, this is the stuff that I did wrong, and I'm trying to help people. See, I hope that there are young people on my live stream that I could share my life experience with, so that this way you don't make the same mistakes I made. Okay, so let's talk about what is considered risky. What is considered risky? I think stocks are risky. A stock you don't know for a fact if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. Correct? You don't know. You assume. It's called a speculation. Okay. Cryptocurrencies, you don't know for a fact if it's going to go up or go down. It's a speculation. Okay. Even opening a business like restaurants. Oh my God. 90% of restaurants go out of business in year one. Major speculation, right? Okay. So what most rich people do in the beginning of their careers is they don't focus on speculation. They focus on guarantee. That's what they do. They focus on what's guaranteed to me is multifamily real estate. 100%. The only thing that could happen, again, I want to reiterate to you, is that yes, someone might go into a financial hardship, one of your tenants that are paying rent. And, because they go into a financial hardship, maybe they can't pay the rent. But there are legal things you could do. You understand? Which eviction things. I would never want to evict anybody. They talk crazy about my wife, Joy Toy. Just ignore them. They're all psychopaths. I'm not begging. I'm not asking anybody for anything. I'm just talking. How is talking begging, you sick Norman Bates lunatic, Detective Pikachu? I'm not. Am I asking anybody for anything? I'm not. Okay, let me be clear. Are you ready? I do not want no one's money. Is that clear? Is this ready? Let's be. I do not want anyone's money. Is that clear enough? Or are you gonna still say I'm begging? No, super chats is different. Super chats is a tip. That's like if I'm at a piano bar. If I'm at a piano bar and I'm playing a song and someone throws a $5 bill in my cup, what am I gonna take the $5 and throw it back at the guy? What are you, nuts? All right. So anyway, it's really not about the units, solid tank. It's just I wouldn't care if it's 10 units, 20 units, 30 units, all about passive income. It's all about the more units, the better, right? But anyway, so this is what most successful people do in the beginning of their financial careers. From what I'm seeing, okay, they build up a massive, massive cash flow. Now, once you accomplish that, you see what I'm trying to say? You could start doing speculation. You could start doing risks like stocks, cryptocurrencies, or opening up a new business, okay? Because you could afford that risk. And another thing you could afford is trophy assets. Like you might want to go out there and get that luxury car that you always wanted. You might want to get the boat you always wanted, or you might want to get a plane or whatever. But you see, everybody does things backwards. And this is what I'm trying to do on my live streams. I'm trying to educate all of you because I made these mistakes in my life at a young age. I'm 46 now. I'm going to be 47. Oh my God, I'm so old. Oh, why am I so old? I have the mind of a 20-year-old though, but I'm old. I made these mistakes in my life, and I don't want you to make the mistakes that I made. I'm trying to help people. That's what I'm trying. That's why I'm doing this, is to educate you, is to change your way of thinking. I am qualified because I lived life. Living life gives you what's called life experience, ball breaker. Look, okay, I don't want to get into a long discussion here because this is turning into a long live stream, and I really want to start doing shorter live streams. Um, it's really simple arithmetic. You work a job for one reason and one reason only, okay, to pay your bills. That's why you should have a job. You know why you should have a job? So you can have a roof over your head, so you can have, you have a place to live. Everybody needs a place to effing live, okay? And of course, having a residence comes with other bills, utility bills, cable bills, all these home insurance, taxes, okay? So your job should be to pay for your residence, right? Pay for your car, buy food for your family, have some entertainment in your life, whatever you like to do. If you like to vacations, movies, you want to go wherever you want to go. I don't know why this guy gives me a super. See, this is what I'm saying. People give me super chats. I'm not asking Antonio Miranda to do it. Hold on here. Apefather gave his word he'd own a bar by December. TikTok. Okay, well, it's not December yet, right? Right? We're still in August. Give me some time. So anyway, getting back. What people do is the opposite. People do the opposite, okay, in this life. Instead of people focusing on the guarantees, right? They focus on things that are risk. And most of the time people lose. People lose a lot. Okay? Like you look at what happened to retail in 2022. Retail lost 350 billion effing dollars in the stock market. That was transferred to the corrupt 1%, that wealth. Okay? $350 billion. I don't care now if people are saying, oh, I did better on this. It doesn't matter. It was such a bloodbath. It was such a massacre that still to this day, most retail portfolios are down at least 30%. Okay? Most portfolios. Okay? So the way I see it is, Imagine if they would have thought differently. Imagine if instead of putting that 350 billion into the stock market, right? Imagine they would have put it into real estate. Now, it doesn't forget casinos. I know we always talk about casinos. Forget casinos. Let's stick with multifamily real estate. Could you imagine the cash flow that would be generated off 350 billion effing dollars? You're talking about lifetime wealth, generational wealth that will never ever end. Never end. But instead, what did retail do? They flushed $350 billion down the toilet. They turned it to this. You know what should be illegal? I'll tell you what should be illegal. Putting your money in Robinhood, putting your money in Webull, that should be illegal. Okay? That should be illegal, in my opinion. Okay? With all of this payment for order flow bullshit, dark pools, okay, all that shit. That's what should be illegal. And I think it actually is. You know what they're doing. Again, scamming people. I'm educating people. This is called a networking session. I'm networking and I'm sharing my opinions. I'm not asking for the last time. I'm not asking for any money. Again, ball breaker, you have the right to your own opinion. I don't know why you come to these live streams. Ball breaker. Obviously, you disagree with me. Obviously, you don't agree with anything I'm saying. So you don't have to be here. Just go watch somebody who believes in the stock market. Antonio, I am doing it. See, what you don't understand, Antonio, is I'm building my YouTube channel. I know you don't understand this. I know you don't get it, but that's what I'm doing right now. By me doing these live streams, by me doing videos, I'm building. No, because I have a different, Antonio, I don't want to deal with banks. Okay, listen to me. I don't look. I understand. I'm not an advocate of debt. Now I understand that people believe that debt is a great way to make money. Here's the only way I feel that debt is just if you want to talk about debt, using debt to make money. You have to already be able to afford it yourself. So like I'll give you an example. Let's say this is the way I feel. Let's say you're buying a $10 million apartment complex, whatever is a multifamily. You should have the $10 million in cash. That's my opinion. You should have the $10 million in cash. Now, here's the thing. Let's say you take out a mortgage. Fine. But you know in the back of your head that if times get tough, you got the moolah. You got the money backing you. Okay? See, nobody does that. They put down a small down payment, and then if shit goes friggin' bad, you're screwed because you can't recover. Okay, that's just the way I see it. You could have your opinions, and I could have my opinions, but I don't want to do this until I'm in a position to buy something in cash. This is what Antonio Miranda doesn't understand. Sure, I could go out right now and I could put 10% down. I could put together a six-figure down payment. Of course, I could do that, but I feel like it's too risky. I just that's just my opinion. I feel it's too risky. I feel it's too risky to buy a $10 million asset, put down 1 million, and you have a $9 million mortgage. If anything goes wrong and these tenants, for whatever reason, go into financial hardship or something happens, I am screwed. All right, I am screwed. So in other words, I would be fully dependent on these people paying their rent on time. And I just think that's a bad business decision. I don't want to do it, okay? People can say, why don't you do it right now? Because I don't want to do it. I want to do it when I can pay it in cash. Or if I was going to take out debt, I would still know in the back of my head that I have the cash. Let me tell you something. Very wealthy people also went bankrupt, Antonio, being in too much debt. Donald Trump almost went into bankruptcy. Okay. In the 90s, Donald Trump almost went into bankruptcy. He owed $9 billion. And he's lucky that he was able to work out a lot of bailout deals. He did, okay, with the banks where they gave him money, or he would have been finished. Okay. Too much debt. I'm just explaining it to you. Too much debt. No, I understand non-recourse. I understand. But he had personal guarantees. He had personal guarantees. Sometimes it's not as easy to get the loans that you think. Okay, banks are after 2008, Antonio, banks are very smart and no, it was $9 billion he owed, not 900 million. It was 9 billion. He was in debt. Yes, you don't know your math. It was 9 billion. 9 billion. Are you nuts? 900 million? That guy owned 900 million on 2 buildings, you sick lunatic. Just on the plaza, listen to me. Just on the plaza, okay, I'll prove it to you right now. You want me to prove it to you? He bought the Plaza Hotel for like 400 something and $50 million, of which he put like no money down. He put Harley. So just that one property alone, listen to me, Antonio. Just the one property, just the plaza, it was 450 million. What about all the casinos? What about the Taj Mahal, right? That he friggin' took out junk bonds of $700 million. What about the Taj Mahal, Antonio? So, Antonio, if you take the debt of the Taj Mahal, which was like 700, 800 million, and if you take the debt of the plaza, now this is just two assets. This was just two assets. That's like a billion one. That's 1.1 billion. Just those two assets. What about Trump Tower? What about Trump International Hotels? What about everything else that guy had his hands in? It was not 900 million. It was 9 billion. 9 billion. 9 billion. You know what I think you're talking about when you say 900 million? You're talking about the personal guarantee that he gave. Okay? Trump personally guaranteed. This is where you have the mix up. Trump personally guaranteed $1 billion. Okay? That's what you're thinking of. But if you're looking at the total debt, it was 9 billion. It's funny you mentioned that Back to the Future. I'm looking into it right now. I've been so busy, brother. My mother hasn't been doing so great. I've been taking her back and forth to the hospital, to the doctors. I'm looking into it right now. I'm glad you mentioned it. DSCR. Okay. I'm looking into it right now. And when I end this live stream, I'm going to read all about it. Look, here it is. Here it is, Back to the Future. Let me just say, hold on, wait. I'm looking into it right now, Back to the Future. So I'm going to read about it. And I'm going to research it. I'm just reading some stuff here. Hold on. So anyway, this guy's laughing at me. I'm not saying that I'm an advocate of DSCR, GGD. I'm looking into it. This was recommended to me by my brother, Back to the Future. I do things in cash. And I think Back to the Future knows that. And that's the point of all of my live streams is I don't want to deal with banks. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody understands that. What I'm trying to do is cash. Everything is cash. Look, guys, you could laugh at me and you could break my balls all you want. Thank you, Back to the Future. I love you, brother. But you're not going to stop me. Ball breaker, look, you don't understand what the point of real estate is. Okay? You don't get it. And I'm going to explain to you what it is. It's all about passive income, cash flow. That's it. Okay? That's the main thing. And that can't crash. That can't crash. Maybe he's talking about, temporarily there might be a crash if that you are selling your property. This is the thing. If you were selling your properties, maybe you wouldn't get as much as you could have, obviously, during, a very strong market. Okay. Yes, that happens all the time in real estate. Like even my property. One day it's worth 600,000, then it could be worth 400,000. Then it could be worth 500,000. Then it could be worth $1 million in 10 years. But you understand, if you have no intention of selling, or you like Grant Cardone, if you don't have any intention of selling, then what difference does it make if the real estate market crashes? Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, the only people that affects, okay, the only people that affects are people selling their properties. Okay. But if you're in it for the cash flow, if you're in it for the passive income, then you don't give a shit. You understand? People, look, Real estate market could crash. People still need a place to live. People still have to pay rent. People still have to pay rent. No, I do get it. I do get it. It doesn't affect your passive income. It really doesn't. It really it in very, very rare cases, rent may drop a little bit, but people still have to pay. Yeah, maybe it goes down a little bit. But the point is that what are you trying to tell me? They don't have to pay rent anymore? Is that what you're trying to tell me? So now it's free rent? You're talking about extreme cases like COVID. Okay, guys, you're talking about extreme cases. You're talking about okay, if there's a world catastrophe, yes, there are certain laws that protect people. Okay, yes, I agree with you. Like what happened with the coronavirus, that was something where people didn't have to pay rent. They have forbearance programs. They had all types of programs. Okay, but guys, that's an extreme situation. That's like that's not something that's going to last forever. That's something that will last for a little while. Like what did COVID last for? Like a year or so? That was it. And now people are back to paying rent again. Okay. So you guys are talking about extreme, extreme circumstances. Antonio, I know you don't understand this, but I'm working. You see what I'm doing on YouTube? This is considered work. I know you don't understand this, but I'm working. I told you 100 times I didn't want your money. You're the jackass that gave me $2. Okay. You're the jacket. Even though I said 100 times, don't give me money. This friggin' moron gives me $2. Super chat. I said I'm talking. I'm educating people. This is an educational networking live stream. Okay, so I'm going to get back to it because it's about to be an hour. Look, I don't care, guys. We all have opinions. Can we all like listen to me? Can we all agree at least on one thing? We all have opinions. Okay, you maybe don't agree with me, and I respect that. I respect your opinion. But this is the thing. This is the thing. Well, I don't think you understand why it's an educational stream. Let me explain it to you, Ball Breaker. Most people, would you agree? A lot of people make bad decisions. Okay, forget me for. Can't you just take me out of the equation for 5 minutes? Can't you take me out of the equation for 5 minutes? Okay, forget Apefather. A lot of people, especially who are young adults, they don't make smart decisions. They go out, they'll buy a luxury car because they want to get the girls. You understand? They want to impress their friends. Okay, or they do stupid shit. They buy a house they can't afford, or they have a business and they don't have enough startup money. Okay, I'm just saying people make stupid decisions. A lot of people. Now, all I'm trying to tell people what the mistake that I made, and I'm fixing it now. I'm fixing it later in my life. I should have fixed it in my 20s. I'm doing it in my late 40s. Is that I'm focusing on passive income. That's what I'm focusing on for now. Okay. Once I get to a point where I build up a tremendous amount of passive income, that's when I'm going to start taking risks with even the Apefather brand. The Apefather brand is included in this, by the way. The Apefather brand is included in this. Why would I like, here's an example. Why would I initially, okay, open up a bar restaurant with the Apefather brand when it could fail? Right? It could fail. There's a very, very strong possibility it won't succeed. Right? So why would I do that? See, so this is my new way of thinking. My new way of thinking is first focus on passive income. First focus on building up cash flow. Then I could afford to take risks. You see what I'm trying to say? Now I could see. I wish I would have did this like an example. Instead of me putting $250,000, I'll give you an example. Instead of me putting $250,000 in AMC, I should have put $250,000 into real estate, generating some form of passive income. It didn't have to be necessarily, a multifamily house. It could have been a regular, a one-family house that I could have rented out for maybe 3,000 a month or something, or 3,500 a month. Okay, I should have put the 250,000 into real estate, but instead, okay, I friggin' put $250,000 like a friggin' moron into AMC, like a complete stupid idiot. Now, this is the thing. I understand I made a mistake, okay? And I'm man enough to admit it to all of you. I screwed up. I made a mistake. It happens, okay? Will I ever do it again? No. Okay? I will never, ever do it again. Okay? So this is the thing. Now, what I'm trying to do is try to help people who are young, and who are necessarily not experienced. I'm trying to help them. You shouldn't put your money in risky ventures at first. But I see, this is the thing. I'm not telling you what to do because ultimately you have to. I'm not giving financial advice. This is called my opinion. This is called my opinion. It's my opinion. That's it. Okay. Take it or leave it, mother effer. You understand? I'm just telling you it is my opinion. You do what you want to do. You shouldn't put your money in risky assets at first, in my opinion. But if you want to, go for it and do it. Okay. Because money is very hard to come by. Would you all agree? It's not easy to make money. See, that's the biggest thing that all of us have to understand. Earning money is very, very hard. Okay. So the thing is, once you actually earn it and once you actually make it, why would you want to throw it away into something that could potentially fail very quickly? Like a restaurant or like a stock or something like that. So, no, that is not the way I'm thinking. The way I'm thinking now is my new form, and I thought I made this clear. I guess Antonio didn't get the memo on that one. Is that I am focusing on passive income right now in my life. I'm focusing on acquiring multifamily real estate. Now, I'm going to tell you when I would open up a restaurant, like the Apefather restaurant. You want to know when? When I have, like, say, 10, you understand, multifamily properties. Now, let's say they're generating, just let's make the math easy. Let's just say 300,000 a month. Okay. Now I would take $300,000 and I might consider starting a restaurant because it's to me, I don't care about risking the 300. I wouldn't care. I would still buy real estate though. I'm not leasing. No way would I lease. But now the situation like that, I wouldn't mind taking on debt. I wouldn't mind buying a lot. Like, so here's an example. I wouldn't mind buying a lot for $1 million. Let's just say it's $1 million lot. And I had to put, say, 300,000 down, and then next month I take another 300,000. I start renovating it. See, do you see what happens? I have the passive income. I have the money coming in every single month, so I could take a risk. Okay, it's the same thing, by the way, with cars. Like, like Teddy Zaid, like how he's always showing off. Teddy's like, oh, I got this Corvette. I think he's an idiot with that shit. Cars are literally the worst depreciated. Maybe with the exception of a boat. Cars are the worst depreciating asset. Cars simply offer enjoyment. That's it. It's the worst investment. And yes, it is an investment. You have to consider it because, especially if you're buying a luxury car, if you're buying a Mercedes, if you're buying a Bentley, if you're buying a Rolls Royce, you're telling me that's not an investment. Who's going to tell me that's not an investment where you're spending $100,000 or $200,000 on a car? You're going to tell me it's not an investment? You're gonna tell me it's not an investment? You're gonna say, "Oh yeah, I just paid $150,000 for a friggin' Rolls Royce or whatever, right?" You're gonna tell me, but it's not an investment. It is an investment. Anything large like that is an investment, and it's gonna depreciate in value faster than you could turn your head, like Linda Blair from The Exorcist. The second you drive that car off the lot, it's gonna depreciate probably 10,000 or more in value. Okay, so. You take a guy like, I'll give you an example. You take a guy like Detective Pikachu. Let me break his balls. Is he still here, Detective Pikachu? Okay. He says that he has two Teslas. I saw a video one time that he was in his Tesla. Here's a guy who's down $75,000 in the stock market. Okay. I want to give you, because, I want to give you an example of what an idiot this guy is. Okay. Here's a guy. Here's a guy who's down $75,000 in the stock market. He's proud that he has two depreciating assets. He's proud of that, okay? I don't know why this guy's giving me super chats. I don't understand. Apefather said, I give you all my word. By end of 2024, I will have a bar restaurant, and I will shut this lunatic Vlad. I promise. I have the video. And I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but I'm saying to you, I have a different mindset. I have the right to change my mind, Antonio. Antonio, we did sign a contract. Antonio, listen to me. Let me explain something to you, right? When I say something, remember something. It's called freedom of speech. You have the right to change your mind. Like, I'll give you an example. If I said to you, Antonio, all I'm going to do is eat pizza. Like, I'll just give you an example. But just listen to me. I'm going to eat pizza every day for 365 days. I eat pizza for, say, 300 days. I get very sick. I change my mind. Did we have a contract? There's no contract. There's not. It doesn't clarify anything. It's just called entertainment. You take entertainment too seriously. You take entertainment too serious. Like I'll give you an example. Before Donald Trump actually ran for the president of the United States, he was flirting with it. Okay, Donald Trump was flirting with running with for the presidency for many, many years, and it got to the point where he became a laughingstock. He said he was going to run for president so many times, Antonio. Listen to me. He said he was going to run for president so many times, nobody took Donald Trump seriously. Just like you, they were mad. They were like, this guy's full of shit. This guy's a clown. But then he shocked everybody. He shocked everybody, and he ultimately did run for president. He did run. But there was a time, I don't know if you all remember this. There was a time like in like the year, 2000. He was even in the 90s, I think he was flirting with running for president. I don't. You should go if you don't believe me. Go watch it. There was no like written contract that Trump just because he said it. Like when he had the Art of the Deal coming out, he said he was running for. But again, listen to me. Trump did the same thing I did in essence. It's called publicity. It's called excitement. It's called sizzle. It's called hyperbole. It's not my word. It's not my word. It's called entertainment. It's called entertainment. That's all it's called, Antonio. You take things too seriously, brother. You need to like get like a tuna sandwich, make it put a slice of cheese on it, right? Get yourself a nice club soda. You need to maybe get like a Red Bull or something. You need to calm down. I'm gonna do no, Antonio. I'm going to do everything. Listen to me. Here's my promise. In my lifetime, before I leave this earth, I will have accomplished every single goal that I've mentioned to all of you. Everyone. Ready? Every goal will be accomplished. Okay? Apartment complexes, multifamily properties, I will acquire them. Apefather branded restaurants, I will acquire them. It's going to happen. And it may happen sooner than later. It may happen sooner than later. But that's my word. It will happen. I will do it. Okay. I understand that you're holding me to deadlines. I understand you're holding me to dates. I get it. I understand what you're doing, Antonio. But if for 1 second, if you loosen up with the dates, I will accomplish it. I will. Yes, I will accomplish having multifamily real estate. I will accomplish having restaurants in the Apefather brand, and I will accomplish greatness. It's going to happen in my life. No, my word is I will accomplish it. You're just trying to rush me. You're like that song, Don't rush me. I make that mistake before. Oh, don't rush me. Taylor Dane. Okay, guys, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You're in a big rush. Calm down. Relax. You know what I mean? Calm yourself down. Relax. Okay, let's see what happens. Is it the end of 2024 yet? Is it the end? It's like you're already, just calm down. Let's see what happens. I may shock all of you, and this may all happen. Look, can I tell you the way I see it, Antonio? And I know you're going to get upset by this. I know you're going to get very angry. But to me, here's what I mean by the end of 2024. Can I just tell you, please? Can you try to have an open mind? Okay. Imagine for a second that anything I accomplish is progress. Could you at least agree to that? Could you at least agree to that? So does it matter if it's a restaurant, Antonio? Hear me out. Does it matter if it's real estate, Antonio? Does it matter? No. So in other words, as long as I'm accomplishing something, it's all part of the divine plan. Like, God's plan. I shouldn't say divine. I should compare myself to God. Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's all part of my plan. You know how God has a divine plan? Okay, I have my plan. So what difference does it really make what comes first? What difference does it make if I acquire a multifamily, say, real estate asset first? Or if I get a restaurant first. To me, it makes no difference because I'm progressing. So the only thing what you should really care about with this pressure that you're putting on me, like Billy Joel, the song Pressure, the pressure should be to get something started. Something rather than nothing. But it shouldn't be, oh, you promised a restaurant, or you promised a casino, or you promised the gorilla, the big, huge ape gorilla. That's not what it should be about. It should be about get something done, progress. Thank you very much, Lily. And it's compassion for innocent animals. God bless you. See, to me, the way I see it is anything I do is progression. Even this live stream, you want to laugh? Merely me doing this live stream is progression because I am getting more views than I had before. I am getting more subscriptions than I had before. To me, that's progression. Anything I do is progression. If I upload a video, it's progression. If I upload a live stream, it's progression. If I do a short video, it's progression. If I acquire a multifamily real estate property, it's progression. If I acquire a restaurant, it's progression. Anything I do is progression. No, what you don't get is that you're trying to turn this into, first of all, a major rush. And the second thing you're trying to do is you're trying to force me to do something that I may not be comfortable doing at first. I may not be comfortable doing a restaurant at first because, as I said, my focus is passive income. That's my focus, cash flow right now. And like I said, to me, it's all the same. To me, it's all progression. It doesn't make a difference what, again, I want to repeat, merely doing this live stream is progression to me. And what has Antonio done? He claims he's a millionaire. Let me tell you a little secret, Lily. Everybody on this live stream thinks that they're Warren Buffett. I got this guy to regulate it. He says he's worth 100 million. WTF, he's worth about 20 billion. Antonio says he's worth 10 billion. They're all psychos. But anyway, pressure. I'm gonna do pressure for Antonio Miranda. This is dedicated to you. I'm probably going to wind up getting a copyright for this on YouTube, but here. Antonio, I dedicate this to you, brother. A father's got until the end of 2024 to buy it. If not, Antonio is gonna break his balls. But he doesn't understand that a father has got the upper hand. I got the eye of the tiger, and I'm never gonna stop until I build an empire. Antonio is giving me pressure. Pressure. Antonio holds me to my word. Pressure. But I think that a bird should crap on him. Antonio doesn't understand. I'm never gonna stop until I become a superstar on YouTube, a superstar on social media, and that's going to turn into a real estate empire. Pressure. Antonio's all alone. He's got nowhere to go. His whole life is about watching my show. He comes here to break my balls, gets a smile. But after a while, you feel sorry for him. Oh! I will prove you wrong, Antonio Miranda. A father's gonna own more real estate than any corporation in the world. You will work for me as a janitor, cleaning up my bathroom. That's for you, Antonio. Thank you, Robin. That was Pressure by Billy Joel. I changed up the lyrics for Antonio Miranda. Oh, man, he is annoying. He breaks bowls. He breaks a lot of bowls. And, I want to get my music known too. This is a song I wrote. Check out this one. It's called Middle of the Night. I was listening to a lot of Bon Jovi when I wrote this. I had a really tough childhood growing up as a kid. I just wanted to. My parents were always fighting. It was terrible. May my father rest in peace. But it was a tough childhood I had, and as a kid, I just wanted to get out of there. I'm like, I want to pack my bags in the middle of the night, and I just get the f out of there. So anyway, this is. I was listening to a lot of Bon Jovi. A one, a two, a one, two, three, oh! Late at night, full of doubt, thinking about how much I want out of this place. It never changes. It's my home, feels like I am a stranger. Packed my bags and drove away in the middle of the night. Destination is unknown, but I'm better off alone. Tomorrow they'll try to make you come back home. Now I finally see the light. Don't wanna run away in the middle of the night. Don't get me involved. Your life's a puzzle that I know I can't solve. You choose your misery. Always blame me for your problems constantly. Packed my bags and drove away in the middle of the night. Destination is unknown, but I'm better off alone. Tomorrow they'll try to make you come back home. Now I finally see the light. Don't wanna run away in the middle of the night. Guitar solo. Packed my bags and drove away in the middle of the night. Destination is unknown, but I'm better off alone. Tomorrow they'll try to make you come back home. Now I finally see the light. Don't wanna run away in the middle of the night. The middle of the night. That's an original by Richie Lavoie. Middle of the Night. Thank you very much. That's really another thing I want to do with my YouTube channel is I want to get my music known. I want to get my original music known very, very much. Yeah, I'm not doing any scam, Lily. They're just out of their minds, man. They're really psychos. I don't know what is a scam. I'm doing a live stream. I'm playing my original music and I'm talking about some of my dreams and some of my ideas, which I feel could help people who are starting out in life so that they don't make the same mistakes. But what are you going to do? These people hate me for whatever the reason is. You want to hear a cool song? One of my favorite songs by Billy Joel was Captain Jack, you know, like a. And I always wanted to write a song like that. I'm like, man, that is the coolest effing song in the world. Captain Jack. So I wrote this song called Let Me Buy You a Drink Tonight. It's very, very similar to Captain Jack. I at least for me. That was my influence. But this is an original song I wrote. Let me buy you a drink tonight. Life could be unfair. You give it all you got, but nobody cares. You're out there on your own to make your life happy or end up all alone. Can you stay with me a while? I need the company, I need to smile. Talk about the good old days. You want to hear a little secret before I play this song? I wrote this song the night I went to the bar. You know the famous, infamous night that I went to the bar and I got drunk? Okay, I know that's all you guys talk about. I was really depressed that night when I went to the bar. And, you know, when I came home, I was thinking of Captain Jack. I was thinking of Billy Joel, Captain Jack. And I wrote this song. I want you to know I wrote this song the night I came home from the bar. Okay? So, anyway. Life could be unfair. You give it all you got, but nobody cares. You're out there on your own to make your life happy or end up all alone. Can you stay with me a while? I need the company, I need to smile. Talk about the good old days. The years pass by in such a fast way. And let me buy you a drink tonight. Cheers, my friends. I wish you a bright future for your families. Please forgive me, 'cause tonight I'm feeling lonely. Thank you for the company. You tell me things will get better. The sun will rise again and pass by this bad weather. I know it's raining down on you. The sun will rise again, gonna bring us something new. You just have to be strong. Keep fighting, don't prolong feeling sorry for yourself. It's time to rise above. I'll take the whiskey off the shelf. And let me buy you a drink tonight. Cheers, my friends. I wish you a bright future for your families. Please forgive me, 'cause tonight I'm feeling lonely. Thank you for the company. The last round is on me. Have a great night. That's a song I wrote called Let Me Buy You a Drink Tonight. Salud, Gentani. That I was really, honestly, I was trying to imitate Billy with the song Captain Jack. That's such an amazing, amazing song, And I said, I got to try my best. Thank you, Back to the Future. Have a great evening, brother. God bless all of you. God bless. Back to the Future is like one of the family. Thank you, Karch. Thank you, Lily, for sticking up for me with Antonio. I love you, Lily. You're the best. Maybe I'll do one more song here. You're talking about my wife. Everyone's talking about my wife, right, Jennifer? I wrote a song called Jennifer for my wife. So hey, Lily, this is a nice song. You might like this one. I was listening. You know what's funny? When I wrote this song, I was listening to Sebastian Bach a lot. I mean, listen to me. That guy is an amazing singer, and you can't touch him. Skid Row will never have anybody as good as Sebastian Bach. You can't. He's just too good. But I was listening to a lot of Skid Row, and when I first wrote the music, it was supposed to be like a hard rock song. Isn't it funny how it turned out to be a love song? It's supposed to be like a real hard rock ballad, Anyway, it was supposed to be a hard rock song, and it turned into a love ballad for my wife. I call it Jennifer. And I remember when I first looked in your eyes, it was destiny. We were both surprised. From this moment on, there was something very strong that we felt inside. Now my Jennifer has stars in her eyes when she looks at me. When we first kissed, I knew there was something about you that was meant for me, and I knew, and I love Jennifer. We spent all our time together every night. When we are apart, something is not right. You became a part of my heart and my soul. My life is finally whole. Now my Jennifer has stars in her eyes when she looks at me. When we first kissed, I knew there was something about you that was meant for me, and I knew I love Jennifer. You're the one I want to spend my life. get through. I'm so lucky that I found you. Forever, it's you and me. Anyway, enough with the music, right? That's a Jennifer, original song for my wife, Jennifer. You all should be very nice to her. She's a good person. She's got a good heart. She's a good mother. Guys are crazy. Anyway, well, I will be back later. Unfortunately, I'm always going to have to deal with you haters, but there's a lot of good people out there like Lily, Karch, good people out there. Back to the Future, Robert, Monreal, a lot of good people out there. Thank you again, Lily. I'm out. V for victory. Everything I said in this live stream has not been financial advice. I am not a financial planner. But I am the greatest entertainer who has ever lived on planet Earth and the entire universe. The one, the only Apefather on the piano and the live stream, baby. Wow!